Apple kicked off its annual Worldwide Developers Conference in San Jose, California, Monday afternoon. And Apple CEO Tim Cook announcing some major updates to products like the Apple Watch and Safari. And the company also announcing that Amazon's video app is officially coming to Apple TV.
Brian Tong is the host and editor of CNET TV's The Apple Bite. All right, Brian, that seems to be the biggest announcement, right? Amazon and Apple officially joining forces here. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be the biggest one, depending on how much you love streaming video content. I know both of you guys do. But really what it's been is Amazon Video has been a hole that's been missing from the Apple TV platform to watch videos directly from Amazon. It's pretty much been on every other media streaming device. Jeff Bezos and Tim Cook, CEOs of both companies, got in a room, hashed it out, and finally Apple users can't be like, where's our... We've been probably asking about this for 3 years or more, so I think that it's always a good thing when you can get more content on the device that you love.
Sure is. Brian, another big announcement was Apple's unveiling of its own home speaker, HomePod. How do you think that is going to stack up against the competition?
It's going to be interesting because people that are familiar with this space, we have the Amazon Echo, we have the Google Home, which are these smart speakers. I think without a doubt, Apple's HomePod will be the best sounding speaker based on the audio technology it has inside, the ability to kind of sense the type of room you're in and optimize the sound for that, deeper bass, just a cleaner sound. But the challenge that they have is Siri, which is the brains behind this. We know Amazon Echo and Google Home both have great artificial intelligence voice assistants, and that's what Apple needs to show us. They didn't really show us that much with the HomePod specifically, so it's a little bit of a question mark how smart it actually is.
All right, so we've been trolling your Twitter feed. You seem to be a fan of this Apple Pencil. What is this thing? Tell us about it.
Well, the Apple Pencil, I'm an iPad Pro user. There's not too many of us, quite honestly. Tablets have declined in sales across the industry, arguably the past 3 years or so, every quarter. But what Apple did is last year they released a Pencil with their iPad Pro. They announced a new 10.5-inch iPad Pro, which is a new size and screen. But what's really interesting is the Pencil itself is getting a lot more functionality, the ability to handwrite notes, mark up text, do things that a stylus/pen pencil should actually do that the iPad Pro has been severely lacking, just functionality that makes it more than just a larger iPhone. And so I think that was, as a user, that was probably one of the most exciting things. But there are also things, you know, people were let down about. I mean, I don't know if you guys wanted to talk about Siri more or not, but
yeah, that was actually the next question. Apple unveiled some updates to Siri, but you were a little disappointed.
Well, I was, DeMarco. the reason why Apple is trailing when it comes to these home virtual assistants. I alluded to the fact that we don't know how much smarter it is with their HomePod smart speaker. But look, Google has amazing AI voice recognition. It is smart. They've been doing this for years. The Amazon Echo came out before Apple's HomePod. It came out, I guess, roughly, I think, late 2015, if I recall. But Apple's Siri, it was introduced in 2011 with the iPhone 4S. Everyone thought, oh, this is the first real personal assistant on the phone. It has not been able to get significantly smarter or better. It's added a few features, but really from the ground up, we were hoping to see Apple's vision of artificial intelligence moving forward where they trail, right? Apple is typically not someone who is trailing that long. They either play catch up or they bring something new to the table. They didn't show us that with Siri. I think that was the biggest miss for them here at WWDC, a developers conference to show off software that could really show us where their roadmap or where the future is. Maybe we'll see some of it at the iPhone keynote sometime around September, but today, it was the biggest letdown for me, especially with this smart speaker that they're all touting like, oh, look at this, it's so cool. How much smarter is it? They didn't prove that to us.
Listen to him. He's really
he's
getting
pretty
it
tough
to him.
on them. I like that.
All right, let's also talk about.
This isn't my first rodeo, kids.
I like that.
Not. All right. So we also know the company unveiled another feature that will probably make parents happy, a new do not disturb while driving option. Do you think people will really use that?
Well, this is important. We have CarPlay, which is Apple's platform for vehicles. We also have Android, which has their own car platform as well. What is interesting is that on Android, it actually pretty much turns your phone into a dummy phone, and you can only do certain limited things on your car screen. Whereas in the past, Apple's CarPlay platform, you could still use the full functionality of your phone. We don't want that. I mean, we've seen how many accidents and deaths have been happening because of not only just being a distracted driver, literally looking and using your phone when you should not be really touching. I know we all have once in a while, but you just shouldn't. So this do not disturb mode would be kind of much like your phone. It won't it won't basically allow your phone to be completely active or for you to get all these notifications nonstop. Which, let's be honest, in this day and age, we are been trained to be like, notification, let me check it out. What's new? What's hot? What did my friends send me? So this is really important for not only us, but all, the younger generation that is so used to seeing that stuff and reacting to it instantly. I think it's an important thing that they put out, very subtle, but still important.
All right, Brian, I got to tell you something. I'm a big fan of yours now. I am sold on you.
You're sold, DeMarco? I'll take that. I'll take that.
That means you're set, Brian. All right, Brian Tong, thank you so much.
Thanks, sir. Marco, appreciate it.
All right, man.